Hello there, and welcome to Break the Code Challenge Part 2. This is the second part of Break the Code Challenge, I believe powered by Tech Domain and GitHub. What you see over here as a part of the challenge is the Windows 98 screen. We have everybody's favorite, Mr. Paperclip, to help us out. To begin the challenge, there are a number of tasks that have been divided into 4 drives. To begin the first task, we go into the first drive where we enter NADA. That is a fun little way of saying NASA without the copyright issues. So they want us to go to the website www.nada.tech, and it can only be accessed using the browser that was available at the time. That happens to be, and I say this sarcastically, our favorite browser, the Web Explorer. So we go to the Web Explorer, we type in our URL, which is www.nada.tech. I apologize, some of you might hear my dog barking in the background. Would I like a walkthrough? No? Well, yeah, let's go for it. So we have 3 options at the top of the web page: the brief, the resolve, and the help. The brief basically tells you what they want you to accomplish. The resolve basically is where you enter your answer, and the help basically gives you hints about what you should do. You can get more help points if you basically invite more people to this website, and once they sign up, you get more help points. So, the brief of this particular task was that somebody is hacking their system, but they do not know who that person is, and they have various tasks in order to determine or to counter whoever might be doing the hacking. So, the first task is that a deceased astronaut user was basically hacked, and they've recovered the first part of the password, which is CPC. We have to use this to determine what the rest of the password is using some of the hints provided on this web page. So I found this web page personally quite interesting. It was from 1999, and it went ahead and told us a little about the people who first landed on the moon. It talked about James Benson Irwin. It talked about an astronaut named Charles Pete Conrad, who I believe was the third man to walk on the moon, and he died on July the 8th of 1999. Now, these are all hints that we need to use in order to determine the password. And the security update tells us that the format of the password is 3 characters separated by dashes, and none of them can be repeated over and over again. So, using those hints, we needed to determine what the user's password was, the one that was hacked. So, if you go to the brief, you know that the first 3 letters are CPC. And if you go ahead and have a look at the memoriam, the CPC stands for Charles Pete Conrad. So that goes ahead and gives us a hint that maybe we need to look at uh, the people who have died. Find the 2 other astronauts who have also died. Now, I went ahead and I googled a list of people who have walked on the moon. It took me a couple of tries to get this right, so don't beat yourself too much about it if you don't get it right on the first go. But like it said, Charles Pete Conrad was amongst one of the people who died. So for the correct answer, we have to choose 2 other astronauts who also died. And if you look at the year in which he died, that was 1999. So we have to pick the people who died before him. Those include Alan Shepard. His middle name starts with an L, so if we go ahead and pick the first character of each alphabet of his name, that would be ALS. And James Irwin, the same astronaut that was mentioned on the home page. James Benson Irwin. Fun fact, he was one of the first and youngest astronauts who walked on the moon who died. He died in 1971 of a cardiac arrest. So, to answer our riddle, we are going to type in, sorry, his name was CPC, I believe, just to be certain. Yeah, Charles Pete Conrad. Then we had, let's go with the first person who was the youngest ever to die. His full name is James Benson Irwin. So we will go with JBI. So we enter JBI. And the third person to die of the Apollo programs was Alan Shepard, I believe. Yes, in 1998. And if you go on towards his profile, like I said, you will see that it is actually ABS. Alright, so he died at the age of 74. So his middle name was Barrett. Let's try that out. I hope I get that right. Okay, and once we submit it, that did not seem to go well. Let's try it again, this time with ABS first and then JBI next. Alright, so we went ahead and we cleared the first part of the Break the Code challenge. Now, this was pretty simple, and I expect the upcoming challenges to get harder. Alright, thank you for watching.